Good afternoon, good day, or depending on wherever you're watching us from. My name is Oluwatosin of Chief Rain and popularly known as DevDas, and you're welcome to today's session. This is going to be a very interactive session. I wish I could hear your voice, but please do leave a comment. Yeah, if you have any question or anything you want to pass to me. So today we'll be talking about this security tool. It is actually a static analysis tool and it's just so incredible, and I thought to share it with my community, to my little community here. So as you can see here, it is so MobSF, basically that's the name, MobSF security framework. And as you can see here, it says mobile security framework. That's MobSF, that's the full meaning. It's an automated all-in-one mobile application, Android, iOS, Windows, pen testing, malware analysis, and security assessment framework, capable of performing static and dynamic analysis. So that is what MobFS is. So basically, it performs static and dynamic analysis on your iOS, Android, Windows application, and it actually the list actually goes on. It's literally scanned your .ipa files, .apk files, and .ppk. I think that's what Windows is. So I've actually been using it, and it was actually interesting. I've integrated it to my pipeline successfully, and yeah, so it's actually they've got the two of them basically. They have the mobile security framework, that's MobSF, and they also have this MobSF scan. So this is with the one I used for my pipeline, for my CI/CD, for my CI, and this is it's you could use this for automation. You could use this during your script, and this is something like it comes out in something like this, like the logs. This is actually how it looks like. And so as you can see how it was being used here, passed in via module and in a Python script. So basically this is actually used you can actually use this in your automation and so on. But today we are going to talk about the UI version of it. So the one that has the beautiful screen and everything. And I've tested this and I was able to spin it up with a container, with a Docker container. So you could actually you can clone this repo and run it with that, or you could also do like me and just run it with Docker. But before we go that deep, let's see what's in here. Let's read this. Mobile Security Framework is a security research platform for mobile application in Android, iOS, and Windows Mobile. MobSF can be used for a variety of use cases such as mobile application security, penetration testing, malware analysis, and privacy analysis. Yeah, they should actually have certificates check as well, because it does that as well. Certificate checker and yeah, maybe yes, and so on. I'm trying to remember what I saw. So the static static analyzer supports popular mobile app binaries like APK, IPA, APPX, and source code. So the other one I showed you, that's the MobSF scan, scans the source code, scans source code rather than the application file itself. But this actually scans the application file, that is the .ipa and APPX and so on. Meanwhile, the dynamic analysis supports both Android and iOS application and offers a platform for interactive instrumented testing, runtime data, and network traffic analysis. MobSF seamlessly integrates with your DevSecOps or CI/CD, facilitated by REST APIs and CLI tools, enhancing your security workflow with ease. So up here, this is actually very self-explanatory, and it was made in India. And I want to say kudos to the guys that came together to bring this out, to bring this up. This is a very intelligent tool. So I'm just going to try to spin it up and show you what it does. So before you could actually do this, you should have Docker installed on your computer. I have a Mac OS, so I have Docker already installed on it. So if you need to install Docker, so you could actually just go on your browser and you could just search for Docker, install Docker, basically install Docker on, for example, I have on Mac OS, like I said before, on Mac. So if you're on Linux, if you're on Windows and so on, just type the same thing and just get on with your own version. So yeah, that is that. And so after that, You can then, okay, they have actually a live version here, which you could actually use for testing if you just want a quick test. You could actually just, let's click on that and see what that's. So, okay, so this is actually what it comes up with. Then you try to upload your file, and that is it. So, but in this case of ours, I'm not going to be doing that. I'll try to install it. So this is actually what it looks like. Look, as you can see, the interface looks so beautiful. I love it actually. So I'll just try to install that. So if I go back up and I click and I try to pull the image, copy this and paste this right here. Sorry about this. Yeah, I've actually done that before, but so if I paste this, Docker pull this and allow, yeah. So, and once, and it's just going to pull that. And after that, then I'll run it. Docker run. I'll run that, and I'll just wait for this to finish up. And once it finishes up, we can go from there. So basically, the repo is. I'm going to paste this repo link in the description below, and so we can easily just go through it and set it up ourselves. So I'm just going to check if it's actually done. Yes, it's actually done now. And if I just paste the other command I copied, as you can see, Docker run in interactive mode and on port 8000 of my local computer to like link the port of the 8000 port basically of my box to this container and run this particular image, the latest version. So that's what we're doing here. So that's just going to do and this, and I think the UI is so beautiful. If you ask me, look at this logs, guys. This is beautiful. This is actually, yeah, I love this. I don't know about you. Yeah, look at this MobSF F MobSF V 4.5. I guess that should be version 4.5. So and yeah, everything is okay, like it says. And as you can see, Python version 3.12. This is actually in container and blah blah. And we are waiting actually. Okay, so you can see. Look at this. Default credentials. MobSF. So I think this is actually the username and password, which can actually be changed later on if you want. So we are just going to wait for it because it should actually let us know that the URL is ready to be used. So I'm just going to wait for it to listen on that. Or we could just check that in our browser and see how it goes. It listens on port 8000, remember? That was what we tried to enter. So if I say 8000 and see what's going on. Oh, good. So it's actually working now. So I wonder why it's not actually doing that. Why it's not sure. Yeah, sorry. It's actually right here. It's listening on anywhere on 8000. So locals. So yeah, that's what it does. And so remember our password and username MobSF and password MobSF. Like sign in and voila, there you go. So there you go. So this is what it looks like entering it. So I'm trying to actually download the sample mobile app format. So okay, let me see if I can download this so we can actually just test on this. So that's actually mean that would mean I'm going to have to if I let me see if I can actually just clone this. Go back, test sample. iOS calculator. Let's try this bit bar. Oh, IPA file. Which was this? We are trying to look for an IPA file or an APK file to actually just test this on. So IPA files are zip archive. Extract them to access the application bundle. So is this something? Okay. Is it this? Where is it? Where is this located? Let's see. If I can't get this, I'll just look for any other one. Sorry. Let's look for another one. Let's look for something else. Let's try this. I'm actually trying to avoid cloning or or forking the app source, the app. So well, I guess that's just what I'm gonna do anyway. So if I do this and copy this, clone this URL, and if I try to open another terminal, can I? I'm not a very good Android macOS user, so for you would have to forgive me on that. Yeah, new tab. Would you let me? Good stuff. So if I say git clone, just if you allow me clone, hopefully it's not locked. So if it allows me clone, then we should actually have that particular repo in our local box. You could go on with me as I do this. Let me see. Do I have that? Let me see what's in. I believe that's test samples. Yeah, and I think it's in apps. Yes, iOS. Okay, good. I think this is it. So this actually has the iOS and Android. I think that's yeah because I saw that as well. So okay, so we have the good stuff. So where are we? All right. So if I try to, okay, let's see how we can actually do this. So I'm trying to. So if I try to upload you, go to, like I said, I'm not a very good Android user, Mac OS user, but I'm just gonna try my best. If I go to files, I think is it files? Open file. Is that it, guys? Slash user. I don't think it's files. I think it's edits. I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get here, guys. I'm trying to come here. I'm trying to come to this particular directory slash user slash devtars. That is where I'm trying to come to. And I think it's upload. Forgive me, guys. Slash user. No, not here. Okay, let me see. I think you come down here. Okay, files. Yes. Ejectors. Sorry, guys. Just looking for how to get there. If you know, just please help out. I try to open you. No, that's not it. Finder, file, new file, get info. Go. Yeah, sorry. I think I got it now. Go. I think it's go. Yes. So if I go to folder, yeah. Yes. Go to folder. Was it download? Defters test sample. Please don't go away. Where you at? Go to folder, Defters. So if I come here, test sample, yeah, yes, there you go. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, that took a while. So if I come here, I could simply just drag it. Let's try to drag it. Let's try to drag it. Actually, come on, guy. Come on. Gosh, I'm really trying to like. I'm really trying to like Mac OS. Honestly, I'm really trying. Yeah, I'm really trying. So yeah, I think that this should actually, yeah, good stuff. So if I click on this and open, and that is just going to upload it. And sorry about that, guys. That actually took quite a lot. So as you can see, what it's doing here. And meanwhile, I'm going to show you something. So while that is actually doing, if you look at this, the logs actually here is actually see. So see what it's actually see what it's doing with the file we uploaded. So iOS have uploaded iOS binary, that's IPA analysis started, generating hashes, extracting IPA, unzipping, and so on. So you could actually literally see what it's actually doing here, the logs. So if we go back here, and you can see this is actually what's the analysis of the file we uploaded. The app score 64 over 100. Well, if you ask me, I think it's fair enough. Not, I mean, maybe not so bad. What's this dangerous? Access location information when app is in foreground. Okay, that's actually the dangerous part. That is actually the danger. It's actually the application permission. Yeah. So it has this app transport security, binary code analysis. Binary makes use of insecure app API. Okay. So the binary may contain the following insecure APIs as Open, MCPY, printf, SSCAN, start. Okay, so as you can see, this looks beautiful to me if you ask me. And you could actually check, so that I think that's the scan options here. So, and you could actually download it in PDF format, so PDF reports. So this is actually what it looks like in PDF. So you could easily download this and submit it to your manager or to your boss, to your stakeholders. Yeah, you could easily just do this and print reports and files. Let's see what files is. So so this, okay, I think these are actually the files the in the IPA file, in the IPA file directory itself, in the IPA file, sorry, IPA hub here itself. So, and these are the libraries, malware analysis, so server location, as you can see, the domain domain malware check. So there you go. Malware lookup. So yeah, basically, so that's what it does. And I actually thought it actually makes sense for me to actually just share it. So look, you can look into this during your free time and tell me what you think. Just leave a comment below and let me know what you've got in mind, I mean, if you think you find anything or you think there's something you want me to check out and yeah, you just want to, yeah, share with me. So this is actually the API key in case you want to talk to it. You want to talk to it via API. So that's the API key. And these are the endpoint, as you can see, slash API slash v1 slash upload to upload a file, scan a file. But I would honestly strongly suggest that you use the MobSF scan for anything API calls. Honestly, I would use. It's so seamless, and you could actually just check it out. So there's a difference between MobSF scan and MobSF or framework security, yeah, if I get that correctly. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and I think you are able to learn one or two things from what I've just taught. Sorry, and I think that will be helpful now. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Bye.